assures erosion ravaged communities of government intervention. Details and more shortly. Good evening and welcome to the news. I am Justina Ethan. Cross River State House of Assembly has assured residents of Nta Calabar and its environs of the government's preparedness to give adequate attention to the environmental challenges confronting them. Oba Hyacinth reports that this assurance was given when the House Committee on Environment visited the devastated gully erosion site in Nta Calabar, Cross River State.
Gully erosion is a human-induced environmental threat which has ravaged many communities in the country if poorly managed. The Cross River State House of Assembly Committee on Environment, as part of its oversight function, was at the erosion site to ascertain the complaints by affected communities.
What we want, our cry had been that the government should help us for this entire project. An adequate channelization of this place should be carried out. Otherwise, no matter any remedial measure they try to put in place, it will be collapsing constantly. As you can see this place, it passes from here to Bakoko, Nasarawa, and empties in the river there. So if a good channel is done here, it will not only help Ikon Kebre, it will also help Ikon Inebom, that is our neighbors, and also help Bakoko, Nasarawa.
The spokesperson of the community described the erosion threat as worrisome.
So as such, we will go back. We are now at the site led by the community. We will go back and look at our document properly and also interface with UMAC, possibly the company and every other connected body. More importantly, that we have seen what is really going on. So it's no more only a thing of you reporting to us. So I think we should just maintain law and order and see how we can help the community as much as possible to come out with the best of resolution.
The people appeal to government to review the contract and build the good canals and drainages as a lasting solution to their plight. In Calabar, Oba Hyacinth, Nta News.
A fire incident in Ikom and other area within Cross River State was deliberated on the floor of the Cross River State House of Assembly during plenary. Oba Hyacinth again reports that the resolution of the House was that the State Director of Fire Service be invited to appear before the House Committee on Environment to offer explanation on the failure of his office to stem the tide of fire incidents in the state.
Over the years, it has been observed that lives and properties are lost due to fire outbreaks in several areas in Cross River State. The recent Isikom fire incident and that of Bogobri, where millions of naira were lost. In order to forestall such incident, Cross River State House of Assembly came up with a resolution during plenary as a motion on fire incident was raised by a member representing Ikom 1 State Constituency, Abang Samuel.
Mr. Speaker, the law following is the destruction of 3 police stations in Ikom and the resident. If over 500 million of naira estimated was still lost also. Mr. Speaker, I wish also that this House should deeply reflect on where we have placed it to the extent that all these unfortunate incidents occur within a single intervention without any single intervention from fire service agency. A section of Bogobri in Calabar municipality was completely destroyed in fire, whereas goods and properties worth several millions was lost.
The state government should have a fire policy that includes things like fire insurance, fire service, just a holistic approach towards approaching fire incidents across the state, not just in Calabar, but across the various local governments. It could be a senatorial thing.
We need to call on the government's attention to look into that area, because over the years we have lost properties and lives. What a lot to fire incident. These are deaths and losses that are preventable.
The Speaker, however, directed the House Committee on Environment to conduct a thorough investigation on the incident and report back to the House in 1 week. In Calabar, Oba Hyacinth, Nta News.
Meanwhile, The House of Representatives Ad Hoc Committee on International Boundary Disputes between Nigeria and Cameroon has assured people of Biajua and Danare communities in Cross River State and Nigerians that they would do everything possible to protect the affected boundary from being ceded to Cameroon. This was during an interactive session with stakeholders chaired by Representative Ben La. National Assembly correspondent Mohammed Rabiu Ali reports.
The boundary dispute between Nigeria and Cameroon has been lingering, attracting global concerns. Bakassi Peninsula was once a case study for boundary dispute between the two countries, and now Biajua Danare communities experiencing similar scenario. This interactive session was to have first-hand information on the matter and find a lasting solution to the issue.
Communities that were affected, settlements that were affected along the boundary were identified. Those that were Nigerian settlements that fell on the Cameroonian side were also identified. Those Cameroonian communities that fell on the Nigerian side were also identified. And issues and processes of handing them over appropriately to the appropriate administrations were also agreed upon.
We will rather prefer, we can never be Cameroonians. If they don't want us to be, the Ambazonian people of Western Cameroon are already fighting to be a republic. They can as well tell us that they don't want us.
NBC, NJC, whatever, Ministry of Justice, the local people must be incorporated into the process, not just Cross River State government and that's it. The local people have a right of choice of where they want to be.
Due to the missing demarcation pillar 113A and the inability to locate it. So what you're saying is it's important to find pillar 113A. I think the issue here is what the National Boundary Commission Surveyor General is saying is very different from what the community is saying. The methods that the two institutions of government are using are not acceptable in any way to the community. And you made a point about if we're not careful, we may have Nigerian citizens becoming stateless.
The committee is expected to embark on a fact-finding visit to the border town before another public hearing. From the National Assembly, Mohammed Rabiu Ali, NTA News.
And that's part of our bulletin tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful evening.